Hello awesome people, welcome back to Software Inc. And let me start off by saying for this video that a whopping 60% of the people that are watching my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're watching this video, if you made it this far into the series and you're not subscribed, then please make sure to click that red little button to subscribe to the channel and not miss out on a single episode. It really helps the channel out. And that being said, you know, it's just a way of showing your support to the channel, which is very, very much appreciated, of course. In this episode, I fixed the building, which I didn't really fix the building myself because we were in a rental building, of course, and I couldn't do anything with that. You can't really build the building differently than it was already built. But what I did was, Let Warrior, who made the first iteration of the building, already had a lot of fixes, but I had to download the building again, and then had to move the company to this one and basically redo all the furniture. So I did that off camera, and we had some changes. For now, we have like these bathrooms with a sink in there, so that people shouldn't get as much sick as they were getting. He also changed some other stuff around, like these rooms. These are now a little bit bigger. Just to show you guys, we can lease these rooms too. He has already a pre-made printer and server room here, which you can use by leasing the rooms. The only thing is you can't upgrade these printers and these servers. I can't do anything with them, so we don't really need them, so let's just terminate the lease. And I do think there's a little bug because this server room that's now not leased still shows up in our own servers. It's this one. It's not much, of course, but it still shows up. So, and we can still use it because I've actually tested that in another test game, which is weird. So this is the office of Backseat Gamer, as we can see over here, owned by Backseat Gamer. You still have an office in the basement. It's not really much more fancy than it was before. You have your own bathrooms now over here, multiple even. So enjoy that. We have our bigger printing setup now because we have this room that actually works now. And we have this server spot, which we have servers with the industrial ventilation over here. That should also work better than before. Now, going up, we still have the same room layout, so we also have the Dev 1 and Dev 2 team, the Art 1 and 2 team. All that type of stuff is still there. We still have this one, which is basically, I changed the layout, so the look of the office a little bit, but it's still the same amount of people in there. In this section, we have the design teams and the service teams, at least part of the service teams, because if we go up one more level, we will see that over here we also have service teams. And the law and marketing, which is the last one we added, who are basically only working on patenting our research. So that is what we've been doing. If we go up, by the way, we also have in this one a canteen, a fully working canteen. We hired some cooks. We also had to rehire all the basically staff from over here. I did that. We hired some cooks that come in for both of our shifts, so that should also help out with the stress levels a little bit more. But yeah, that being said, let's move on. Let's go full speed ahead and let's continue because we have a few things to do. One, I should pause, by the way, again, because we have some new designers. We have Rolls 2800, whose YouTube name is Michael Diaz. He asked me to put him in this in the game under this name as a network designer, and you can see you're very good at network design. So welcome to the series. And we also added Belle, who is a designer in real life and asked to be a designer. So here you are. Welcome to the series. So amazing. We have two new, well, a little bit more personal employees, I would say, instead of just the normal guys that we get from the game. So that's always cool. If you want your name in the game, then please make sure to leave a comment. That being said, I'm really busy in the upcoming months. At least the upcoming month, because we're going to move. So we're packing stuff. We're making sure that this house is ready to be, you know, for us to move out. Whilst we're gonna do this, by the way. That being said, I'm also finishing my thesis, like probably you guys know, but I'm almost done, so that takes up a lot of my time too. So there could be a moment where we won't upload a few videos sometimes. I hope it's not going to happen, but you never know. We're also going to develop a new game here. It's going to be an adventure game. Now, normally I let my patrons choose the names of my games because that's one of their perks. I got a few from them, but I don't feel like there's a good one for an adventure game, and lots of you guys have been asking to make an adventure game, and we have two suggestions there from Blazix, who asked me to make an adventure game called Minecraft, and from Michael Diaz, who asked me to make an adventure game called Thunderstrike. Normally, like I said, I only take suggestions from patrons in this type of naming scheme. But for now, let's make an adventure game and let's throw them together. So let's make. I don't like using real life names for games or for products we make. So let's not do Minecraft. Thunderstrike. There's probably a game out there called Thunderstrike, although I don't know it. But we're gonna mash them together. So let's call it like, okay, we have basically two options here: ThunderCraft or Mindstrike. Let's do ThunderCraft. I feel like that's a fun name. So hopefully you guys can find yourself in that and enjoy it, even though it's sort of meshed together. We'll put it on the internal server. Let's go to the last page. Let's see, what do we want to add? It's an adventure game, so customizable characters is nice, dialogue trees, a branching story, all nice. These two should be in there, no matter what, in my opinion. Multiplayer, we can't do this, we can't do this. Until tech level 1990. Okay, nobody has researched that yet. Okay, that's the problem there. Let's do some adaptive music too. Let's do an open world in the adventure game. And that should give us enough of a thing to actually get to 100%. I think that this is easily what we want. So yeah, that should be good. Let's go back to the first page. This is all fine. We are not going to set 70 euros for this game. We're going to do 55. I feel like that's a better... I like to go underneath the pricing that the game suggests. I think we can sell at 71 or 70 or whatever they wanted to give us. Let's actually make a new framework. And this is going to be called Adventure Game. It doesn't really matter. Adventure Framework. Let's just call it like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can find it back. To the editor. Let's use the newest one. That's a 1978. That's quite old. But it is by our subsidiary, so that's cool. Same thing here. The soundscape Smile Inc. Yeah, let's go for Smile Inc. It doesn't have a lot of active users, but we can still go for it, right? Okay, so these. What are the newest ones? Go for these two. Actually, let's take Door with it too, although they're developing Door 2, and that's probably going to be released before we actually finish this. Well, you never know, but we are actually quite fast at this point with developing this stuff. And it's all done, so let's develop. And let's put this at like right here. That should be good, because a Family Simulator is almost done. So we should start working on the design of the new one. Oh, we can train someone, awesome. So we can train you. You should probably be trained in System. Yeah, let's do you in System. And let's get some more music. Like so. Okay. Amazing. We are working on a patent. This is going very slow. This is not going much faster, but that's okay. We're still doing the research. Getting to research something would be nice to actually get to that point. So you can be sent. You're good at 2D and 3D. Let's get 1 star in System at least, so that you can help out with the basic stuff for most designing things. Do we have more? No, we don't. Okay, awesome. Let's continue. And yeah, this is basically how we're gonna work right now. This is done, so we have to promote it. Because I think it was already at a 9 point something. Let's do hype. So 2 teams, yes, and we will add lawn marketing to that. So you will do hype, okay. We will market it, we will announce a release date. I think we have to go a little bit longer now instead of 6 months. So I think we will take a year for this one to work out the bugs, just to spread out our releases a little bit too. So okay. Yes, and I don't think we have to do a press build yet. I think we will leave that to the end because, well, it's a simulation game. It could give us a lot of stuff. You get better at 2D design. Okay, and then let's continue. Amazing. So that is going to be cool. Let's see. Do we need support? Support is actually going quite well. How are we selling stuff? Still really good actually. We're still selling quite a bit of these. We're making money on all of them, which is very, very good. Let's actually check the companies. Founded. So Beta Studio, do we want to buy you? That's the question now. You made a good product. You're not really making profit on it. We don't really need to buy you guys. July 1989, we can already buy you. but you will cost us at this point more money than you will give us. Punch, you are the 50 million subsidiary that's working on Door 2 on our operating system. That is amazing. Man LLC, that's still one of the guys that I want to buy. They're making lots of good games and making lots of money on it. Although the Tower Killer wasn't really a success apparently. Although, yeah, it has been out for quite a while, so that wasn't really a success. But we can't buy them right now, so let's just continue for now. We can train someone. Who can we train? Let's check it out. Blastix, you can be trained. Awesome. You will be trained in... Let's do system programming, because we need a lot of that, of course. Releases, how are we doing? 9 million, almost 10 million in the last month for Virus Apocalypse. Amazing stuff. Just amazing stuff. Okay, cool. What type of deal do we get? Probably another design, another print job coming in, Patenting is going not as fast as I was hoping for, but it's at least doing something right now. Let's see, who can we train? Who should we train? Faye Buckner. Let's educate you. Your service, so there's no real point in giving you anything other than system, I believe. So yeah, this is going great. Still, we're making tons of money every month, which is very good. We are doing the adventure game over here. They're also working on our research, which makes this a little bit less fast. So let's pump this up to at least a free priority. So make it a little bit faster, because we will need to have that at some point once we release Family Simulator. Sun Cunningham, you can be trained in system design. Let's do system design for you. Feel like that is a good thing to do right now. Do we want to market this? It's February. It's going to be released. You know what? I'm going to do a press build and see what happens. See how many followers we will gain from that. So Gladys Shaw, you can be trained. Let's do you in 3D. We have another one that can be trained. Okay, here you are. You can be trained in system. Always system. When in doubt, train them in system if they can, of course. Okay, let's continue on. So, deals. Not really something I'm interested in right now. We're designing our own stuff, we're doing research. Our designing team is doing what they can, basically. Okay, we have someone to train. Let's see who that is. Dick McKinney, our leader of Dev 2. You do multitasking because that's development. Yes, let's do that. That's that, and let's now check this one. Is well regarded with this demographic. We haven't really heard about them. It might be the new big hit and it's all the new features. Okay, cool. So they're positive about it. We're gaining a lot of followers now. That's good. Let's hope that we can keep that hype up and keep it going. Actually, what we could probably do is make another press release with pictures and add in the law of marketing. Okay, but at least with pictures, and they will make this. That will hopefully work out once we're starting to lose followers. It will give us a little bit extra on that little bit. Applying for patent. Yeah, we should also work on this one a little bit harder with the patent. Okay, let's see, what can we do? We can train a lot of these guys. Loretta Reed, you can be trained. Okay, you are not set yet. We have to set you to whatever we want you to. So you are good at marketing right now, and we have to set you to change roles. You will do service and programming secondary if you have to do some programming at some point. I guess it's good to just go in here, and the service teams. Service is more important, I guess, than programming, but let's actually do this. Let's select all of them and say that both are most important. So they will work on box and they will work on service at the same time. That should help out with us not fixing the box as fast as we probably could be doing. Let's go into 3D with you, and you should learn a little bit of socialization probably to make stuff easier for you. Let's go to system design. So yeah, have you help out a little bit if we need to. This is going better, which is good. We're working it's still going up, which is very, very good to see. It's already May. Need to train more people even. So you should be trained in, let's do system design. And we have another guy or girl that we can train. You can be trained. You are part of the law of marketing, so you're going to go marketing then. Pardon. Let's see, do we have any other things that are... Well, everything is going actually pretty well. So, except all. You can all have a raise, I don't care. Rich Duncan, you can be educated. Let's do education in 3D there. But you have a full set there. Actually, what I wanted to do is, I want to go in here and I want to select all of them. Go into HR management and give you a budget of 100,000. That should be enough to pay for all the expenses. Because I think our teams are getting big enough that we, at 25,000 with for a budget, we can't give them all their raise if they want to. That's why I think that also keeps coming up. And also the fact that we have leaders that are not good at doing HR, basically. So we're doing good on this. How are we doing here? Still going great. It's still going up, which is actually quite amazing. We have a canteen now. You can go to the canteen up here. And some people are actually in the canteen, which is cool. They also have like picnic tables on the roof, which is good. I like the idea of a sort of a balcony. Okay, do we need to check in with something? Not really. System and audio, we're doing that because we're basically, that's our best bet. Some inventory broken needs maintenance. Okay, let's call maintenance then. So they can actually fix it. They probably have a lot to do because there's a lot of stuff that they can fix. Virus apocalypse does not meet demand. Oh, that is not good. We are printing it, but it's okay, it's just selling out. We aren't printing it fast enough. That's the problem here. We can't really expand our printing jobs right now. We could get rid of some of these, but those are also important in a sense. Because they're also selling quite okay. I believe that if we go to our printing here, I believe that we can set dungeons and ducks to at least a maximum of 50,000 maybe. That should help out. Now we have more priority for Virus Apocalypse, but for now that doesn't change anything, so we need to order copies. Let's order like 300,000 of these. It costs us a little bit of extra money, but at least we can get that. Can we port it to something? That would be amazing too if we can do that. Can we port it to like a really active one? Ooh, yeah, we can definitely do that. So you two are both new. So let's work on that then. Let's start porting it. Let's put it like right here so I can see it. And let's put this as at a priority 5 too. And yeah, let's see what we'll do. So this is going down a little bit, so it's probably time to do another press build. We will use the release, the press release once we need to. Once it's finished, because it's not finished yet. There's not a lot of people who can actually do this, I think, in our company. The photos are the last thing they need to do, and that's something that not everyone knows. Another company has finished researching system before you could patent it. That is annoying. So that patent is gone. We are still working on this patent though, for the audio, for the 2D, sorry. So that's another thing that we could do. We could start doing research on 2D then. Design and art if they need to, yes. Do this and put it down there. Amazing, that's good enough. Let's just start working on it. Hopefully we can patent some of these things and see if we can get something to work. Deborah Paul, you will be educated as a programmer in system because you are a service team member. Porting goes actually pretty fast, which is good to see. That will sell even more. Okay, you can be trained, which will be in system. Amazing. Okay, almost done with iteration 3. Which we will make it into an iteration 4, I think. I think we will do that. Another company, yeah, we could just delete that message. We're losing a little bit now on followers. We can just make that little, by the way. Support will definitely help with more sales, which is good. Let's check this out. We've heard room. It looks amazing. Yes, amazing, cool, and that will fetch us another big batch of followers, hopefully. At least keep the hype alive a little bit longer. We're going for iteration 4 on this one, which I think we might start to develop this one. Well, we'll start to develop it once this is done. Hopefully we'll have the iteration 4 done at that point. Probably not, though. Research is going well. Support is going well, which is also one of the more important things right now. And, yeah. We actually don't have much to do here. This is almost done, or it is done. I feel like it is. Yeah, it is done. It should be at 1800. It should be done. So we can release this whenever we want, which means that if this goes down and we start losing a little bit of hype, we can release it as a sort of a little barrier to just get the hype going a little bit more. So Delmar Wise, you can definitely be educated. Let's go to system then, and let's move on. Let's see what we can make from this. Let's see, research is good, marketing is doing well. Should we still do marketing on some of these? I mean, we don't really need to do marketing Echo and Dungeons and Ducks. I'm gonna cancel these. I mean, they're widespread. They've done their job. The sales are slowing down, so let's just end these. Marketing for Echo. Yeah, sorry, it's unavoidable. We're gonna end it. This one's widespread, but we're gonna keep that no matter what, because that is our most successful game ever. It's already, well, it's not at the highest profit yet, but it will be in the next 2 months probably. And these will still make money because they're still really well known by people. But those are not our big selling points right now. So let's get our music back. And let's see. So Shaila Simon, you can be trained. Let's do you in audio, Freestar. So we have another specialism going there for our dev team, and basically let me know, because we're now developing lots of games, but should we start developing other types of software too? I tend to play this game and focusing on 1 or 2 softwares and not going for everything, and I feel like that is the best bet if you play this game. Let's release it because we're getting low on hype. We're starting to lose followers, and this actually helped us quite a bit. It gave us more and more followers. That is very good. It's cutting edge. Ooh, nice. So that is good. We can do another press build at some point, hopefully. Let's actually do another marketing scheme. Why not? Boom. So this is actually going well. I'm gonna pause the game here. This is gonna be the end of the episode, guys. If you have enjoyed, then please make sure to leave a like and or a comment. If you want to be in the game, then leave me a comment. And of course, as always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome, and thanks for watching.